You had everything ready to go for your day, doing your creative work, and then all of a sudden you got blindsided by something, right? Like an unexpected call came up or an emergency or a crisis or something like that. So do you throw everything away? No, of course you don't. Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Kevin Gregg. I'm a creative writer, director, producer. I am here to help you get your creative work done. Welcome to the channel if you're brand new. No, you don't stop doing your creative work for the day. Things happen, man. That's like that's what happens in life. I'll tell you exactly what served as the inspiration for this video that I'm recording today. I have an adult son with autism, and so we have caretakers and respite care workers that help us out as we're, you know, juggling caring for him and then taking care of our work and all this stuff. I had a last minute cancellation for one of the caregivers for my son, and so everything that I'd laid out for my work day with everything I was going to do, it just got turned upside down. Now, the big thing with this was it wasn't about jettisoning all of that stuff. It was about going, okay, let's adapt. So everything that I would do later in the day when he got home, great. Let's transpose that. Let's get that other stuff done and figure out what I can do with him and incorporate him into things I have to do around the house. And then figure out as the day slows down, get my creative work done then, you know? That's just what you have to do. It, I think that being a creative, especially if you're trying to juggle other work, I get it. Like things come out of the blue, but you have to be adapting. You have to be flexible and you have to be learning to improv, right? You have to be learning, you have to be able to go, okay, things are not working out exactly the way that I wanted them to today. What is it that I can get done? What can I modify? You know, what can I change around? Uh, I get it. You'll get to some situations where you go, well, I guess I just have to jettison my creative work for the day. Okay, but that's a big reason why I try to make sure that you set aside 6 minute timers or 18 minutes a day or whatever that is, just so there's a small increment in the day so that at least you can get that done and just get it finished and have that accomplishment for yourself so you can keep moving forward. But I think the big thing is, all right, if you have everything laid out and you have your plan set in front of you, well, create margin so that if something comes your way, you're able to go, okay, this doesn't completely derail everything. You know, I can adapt. And then over time, you have to like start realizing, are there patterns that exist where you're letting, emergencies come out of the blue all the time? Because believe me, they will, right? Uh, Stephen Pressfield refers to it as resistance. I refer to it specifically as what it is, Satan, right? If Satan gets an idea that, oh, great, if I throw this at him, that'll knock him off what his path is and what his work and what his calling is. And I'll just keep peppering him with those things until he finally just gives up. We've got to end up, we have to start developing this resilience that happens with us. And here's the challenging thing that happens for the creative person, right? With the creative mind and the creative heart, there's a very good chance that you're also very, you're probably a big feeler, okay? Like there's a reason why you're able to express yourself emotionally through your writing or your acting or your singing, whatever. You're probably a very emotional person. You have to start learning to thicken and toughen yourself up when things come your way, when things come that you weren't expecting, right? And to not have them not cause you to spiral out or to overreact with what's coming your way, because your overreaction to something, whether it's frustration or depression or anger or sadness or whatever it is, it's going to also take away all of that energy that you need to be applying to your creative work. So it really is getting yourself, there's a muscle that you have to develop for yourself. I remember being in, auditions, you go out for auditions as a professional actor when I'm going out for commercial auditions. And the beginning of it, you're just absolutely terrified. You're terrified, about the rejection that you're going to be facing. I remember I had a student that came to me once and and said, yeah, I'm really interested in doing this, but I just don't think that I want to be dealing with the rejections. Like, well, unfortunately, that's all it is. That's a majority of your time when you're a professional actor. But can I also tell you this? That's not it's not unique just to the creative arts. Can you think of people that are in other forms of business or sales or stuff that are out there, and there's more no's than there are yeses, right? But you're just looking for that one yes. My point with this is, even as people are in business or sales, there's a lot more no's and rejections and all that stuff than there are yeses, but you eventually get to a point where the negative things or the rejection, whatever it is, you just start, it stops affecting you as much. That was a thing that started happening for me where, and I may have talked about it before on this channel, but I used to think to myself, especially as a professional actor when I was going in, I just thought like, well, I'm bringing in gold into this room. So all I'm doing is I'm just offering people, do you want this? I've got this gold to offer that can help you. And for the most part, people would be saying no, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I don't still have my gold, my value, right? It's just like, okay, you guys aren't interested in this. That's fine. I'll just take my gold and go somewhere else. And then sometimes you would walk into a room and suddenly somebody go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We got to work together. It's great. And you go, fantastic. It all works out for somebody. The point is, I started getting this resilience when it came to commercial auditions where it's like going, okay, if they don't, it's all right. If they don't want me for the job, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It was just an opportunity for me to go practice my craft, get my face in front of somebody, and you never know. You're dropping a nugget for something else. Now, my point with all of that is that because of the constant repetition of going out and just realizing like, oh yeah, this isn't a personal thing, this isn't the end of the day, it wasn't the end of my world. It wasn't the end of the world if I didn't get, booked or a call back for every commercial audition that I was going out for, or booking every job that I was auditioning for. It's okay. It's just part of the process. Unexpected things coming up are a part of the creative process for you, right? They're going to happen. So don't get into a situation where something comes up where somebody gets sick, or you got to, you all of a sudden somebody isn't picking up your kid, or whatever is going on. You've got a leak that happens, or insert emergency here. Okay. I really would recommend for you as a creative to start practicing the idea of going, let me slow down. Let me just assess this situation. What's the next best thing I have to do to address this situation that's going on here? And then what's the next best choice I can do after assessing the situation that then I can also figure out a way to get back into doing the creative work that I need to get done today? So I think it's those two things. How do I learn to neutrally assess when, an unexpected event comes my way that's going to throw me off doing my creative work? And then how do I adapt, shift, and then just get back to it? And then realize like, okay, this is a part of the process. Great, right? Getting that flexibility, learning to have that adaptability, man, it's golden for you in your life, because it's going to start opening you up to when good things come your way, right? If all of a sudden you're able to neutrally assess something when it comes your way and then figuring out, how do I make this work for the best? What happens when you get something really good and you'll have been practicing this muscle and being able to be at a point where you get, an opportunity that heads your way and go, okay, let me neutrally assess this great opportunity that's come my way and figure out how I can best adapt with this and make this work out so it's mutually beneficial for everybody, right? I don't know, just something to think about with your creative process, right? I think that you probably get these negative things that are thrown your way so that you're starting to practice so that you get ready for when the great things come your way. And then you're able to, you know, neutrally, neutrally, accept those and be able to keep a clear head so that you can still continue in doing the best work that you can, you know? That's how this stuff works. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about the Arrested Development, first few seasons of that outstanding television. But uh, Lindsay, Portia de Rossi's character in this, she accidentally stumbles into booking a local commercial, right? And she knows that she's going to get paid, $1,000 to do the commercial, and then she's out and she's celebrating, and she's uh, buying all this stuff before she actually has completed the job, and as a result of it, she ends up sleeping through the actual shoot, and then not actually doing the work and not actually getting paid. And I think that that was a thing that was rolling through the back of my mind, like going, yeah, you kind of have to figure out how to neutrally uh, accept even the good things that come your way, because you also don't want to get like so overwhelmed that you just go, it's too much. I don't know what to do with this. Right. So, anyway, I hope that that helps you. So, if you found this helpful, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll keep bringing you content that helps you get your creative work done and get you moving so you can start making a living, a thriving living from doing this. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.